Hello and welcome. How are we all doing? Hope you're all okay. Welcome to a dad bike video with a difference. I've been waiting for this one for a little while to post up, and it's finally happened. It's happened at Christmas. So thank you very much, Lydia, for all this and helping me sort this all out. And I love you. So yes, moved on from push bikes. Gone over to this. So here we are. Got myself a little Bandit. I'm going to jump on the Bandit YouTube bandwagon, I suppose. You could say there's been a few videos that I've been looking at recently. I was looking at getting a Buell, but they're a bit out of our price range. I love a Buell, but come across this and it needs a little bit of work. I probably won't be selling it on because, yeah, I don't really want to sell it on because it's my first bike in a good few years. And, yeah, happy as a pig in poo-poo muck. It needs a little bit of work. It's already been modified, as you can see. It's got bar end mirrors. It's got a radiator cover or oil cover. It has got a, oh bloody hell, I can't remember the exhaust. It's got an exhaust. It's got ventral bars. Obviously, it's got the bloody exhaust. But it's got an exhaust around here. Obviously, dickhead Adrian. I think it's sort of a Viper or something. It does have baffles in it. I'll probably keep those in there for now. Oh no, Scorpion. A Scorpion exhaust. It does have baffles in it. It's got little LED indicators. And it's got some jack-up kit on it, which I don't like. And a funky looking brace bar for the rear caliper, which I might keep, but I'm not overly keen on it. But I'll definitely be lowering it. Not lower, but I'll be putting it back to standard height because I am on the shorter side. And yeah, the worst thing we need to sort out on it is a misfire. It's got a bit of a misfire on cylinder number 2 or 3, depending which way you look at the cylinders. So today we're going to do a little strip down. Well, tomorrow we're going to do a little strip down, but this is just a style to the video. Tomorrow we'll do a little strip down and start to investigate. See what's going on, see if we've got a spark, and see if we've got compression, and see if we've got a bit of fuel going in. I know it runs, I know it rides, because I've seen it run and ride, and I've ridden it. But it's got this silly misfire on cylinder 2 or 3, whatever way you look at the block. So we've got to get that sorted out, and then once that's sorted out, I don't think it's going to be a bad bike because it's had the carbs rebuilt, but I think something might have went wrong there maybe because of misfire. It's got some nice wavy discs on it as well. It's a nice colour. I weren't overly keen when I saw the pictures on it. I was like, ooh, yellow bike. But you know what? It's growing on me. Even though I just bought an orange jacket, orange and yellow clash, but hey, yeah, we'll sort out the misfire. We'll tidy it all up because it is a bit scruffy in places, a bit of paint damage and a bit of rust on the frame. Yeah, generally tidy it up. Then we maybe modify it slightly, not over the top. So you don't want to go like some of these silly Bandits or do a silly cafe racer style. I hate cafe racers. I think they just look daft and silly and camp. But yeah, we'll probably keep it as it is to a certain degree, but we might street fighter it slightly. Yes, it's a Bandit, or known as a Blandit, because they are extremely common. But they do have a good following. Parts are bloody amazing to get hold of. It's so easy. So many of them. Yeah, I've had one in the past as well. I had one like 20 years ago, a little Mark 1. I think this is a Mark 2 or 3 600. I'm sure someone out there will correct me. But yeah, eventually I might change the colour to a black and orange to go with my favourite colours. But I might get another set of sort of rear sort of cowlings and mudguard and tank to do that. To say so I can still keep the yellowish, so I can still keep the yellow bits and bobs. So should I ever have to pass it on, I can convert it back to original. But yeah, thing we need to sort out is this misfire. It's a little bit annoying. And get it running pucker. I've got some new plugs to chuck in. Went to Halfords earlier on, bought a plug set, plug spanner set and some feeler gauges. So my feeler gauges have gone missing. So here we are. Let's get cracking with this Bandit and sort out this bloody misfire. First things first, we're going to start it up. I'm going to see what cylinder is definitely misfiring by running it for a little while and touching my hands on the exhausts, on the downpipes. Don't try it at home, but it's one way I can find out, and maybe pull the plug leads as well as we go along. So let's fire up for the first time in over 24 hours. Fingers crossed it starts. Let's get cracking, shall we, and strip it down. Fired. There we go. Hopefully you can hear me over it running. I hope so anyway, otherwise I'll have to do a voiceover. Doesn't sound too bad at the moment. Might have to open up the windows or catch myself out. At the moment the 2000 revs. Okay. Here comes the misfire. That's what makes you think it's a fueling problem. There you can hear that misfire. Pop, pop. So as well, that's what he's firing. Pop, pop. It's all hot. So I think it might be a fueling problem. Adds a little cough and splutter. Choke is now fully off. Yeah, that's a bit weird. I think it might be a fueling problem. So yes, I think it might be a fueling problem. So it's fine. If anyone's got any ideas, we might have a little bit of a strip down anyway whilst we're out here quick. And yeah, I bought some bits off Amazon. Let me turn it. Wrong bloody key. I'm going to get another key as well because that key looks a bit... Eek. It's hanging on by, for its dear life. Seat off. Pop that somewhere safe. That'll give us access to two 10mm bolts, which will hopefully get the tank off. Battery looks a bit loose, but you know, yes. Have to sort that out. It's another little thing to sort out on it, I suppose. Tidy the frame up in places. Get these airbox covers off. Tank off. And, yes, little 10mm bolt just there. So, for quickness, I'm going to try my little Timu ratchet out. Oh, wrong way. Give it a little crank, get it off. Yeah, it's done the job. Bit on the slow side though, ain't it? And we just dropped that one. Yeah, it's done the job. Not exactly the quickest though, is it? So, tank is off. Pretty simple. Two 10mm Allen bolts. Pull the tank back just slightly, lift it over to one side. You'll have one hose there which goes up to the petcock or the petrol tap, depending where you're from, and that one goes up to the petcock or petrol tank as well. And then you'll have the electrical gauge, the electrical connector, sorry, for the fuel. Yeah, so just having a little poke around inside here. I can't see nothing untoward. But obviously I don't know until I get the cards balanced. But I do see, that looks like the choke cable might be a bit frayed. So that could be a bit fun to replace. In fact, it might be a bit of a ball ache by the looks of it. But I suppose it's going to need doing, isn't it? Otherwise, come these colder months, it's going to be a bit of a pickle to start. But yeah, so just trying to see where things would go. So I've got to talk to my mouth now. Yes, nothing untoward in there, no leakages or anything. I can't see any splits in the rubbers. I found the ad on Facebook, so I bought this from a dealer. I found the ad on Facebook, and this was had the carbs rebuilt. But I don't know when, I don't know who, and I don't know how. So it's a case of just, let's hope so. Otherwise, I might have to rebuild the carbs as well, because it does sound like a fueling issue on the slight misfire, but it seems to be fine once it gets up and running. Yeah, pop the plugs out, check all the plugs. I've got some new plugs going anyway, CR9Es, I think. I think it's got CR9EKs in there at the moment. Yeah, we'll pop those out, have a little look. And check those and change them whilst we're at it. Plug number one looks okay, bit on the sooty side, but yeah, a bit wet. But we'll take the others out and let's have a little ganders. Oh, wait. Ah. It's all a bit tight in here. It's not like quite an engine bay in a car. Yeah, don't look too bad. Looks quite good. Yeah. Right, let's do the other side then. So that's the other two plugs out. They don't look too bad. No, they look really good. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. I'm hoping it's a fueling problem then, and not a compression. Would have thought so. It sounded very much like a fuely issue, the way it was hesitating. But anyway, let's pop in these ones. Nice new shiny ones. Get the plug gaps right. Can't remember what the plug gap is. I think it's 70 thou or something. 0.70, 0.70. I'll have a quick check, make sure I get that right, and pop those in. So as thought, the plug gap is 0.600 to 0.7 of a thou. That's bang on. It says 30 on there, but I've got a mixture of a 30, a 15, 45 and a 20 to make 65. So that'll be, there we go. That's fine. That one's done. You've got to get these right, otherwise one quite right. That one's okay. Yeah, that one's okay. Da-da-da. Make sure they are the right ones in the box as well. CR9. See, I don't know if you can see that on the camera. CR9E. That one's running through nicely. It's not loose. It's a bit grippy. Happy days. And then final, oh god. This will probably just close the gap right up. It did. There we go. That's perfect. Spot on. All right, let's pop these in and see if that actually makes any difference. I don't think it will though. As I said, I think I've got a funny feeling it's going to be a fueling problem. So we've got to wait for the carb balancer, see what the carbs are reading on the balancer, and see what we can do with that. Maybe have an adjustment of the idling screw and the mixing screws and stuff like that. See if we can get that sorted. Otherwise it might be a carbs off and rebuild time again. Not looking forward to that. Anyway, let's pop these in, see what she sounds like. So tank's now back on. Just to fire it up quick. Let's give it a blast. Bit of fuel. Obviously tank's not bolted on. Choke is off. Still got a bit of a miss. Yeah, still in the number 3. It's one that idle screwing a bit. There we go. Yes. So it's not the plugs. It's a fueling issue. That one's warming up slowly now, so I don't think that one is getting enough fuel to it. It's only just starting to warm up. Oh, the others are bloody hot. So, I think that might be the issue, is a fueling issue. We'll wait till the carb balancers are here. Chuck those on there, give it a bad balance up, see what's going on, see if we can see if there's an issue going on. I'll have a look at the pipe work as well, see if anything's been put on wrong at all maybe. And yeah. Right, I'm going to get out of this shed now. It's a bit stinky. I like the smell, but bloody hell. Chuffing hell. I'm getting off my tits. Yes. So, that didn't sort it out. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Next one, we'll have a look at the fueling problem, shall we? Anyway, Adios amigos, buenos noches. If you enjoyed the video, remember, like, share and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing and it's helping me grow. Goodbye.